Hey guys, James here, and Goku Superman free. Yeah, I don't know what to really say. It's Goku versus Superman free. I'm in a very weird position with this one. I don't really know what the fuck to say about this one. It's Goku versus Superman free. Goku vs. Superman free is a matchup that I think has been a kind of a joke in a way. Like, they wouldn't do a Goku vs. Superman free. They wouldn't do that. While there's also many people who would think they would probably do a Goku vs. Superman free. Like, back when they did the second one at SGC, they said they're never fucking doing this again. We are never getting a third one. I wish they stuck to their word with that. But, yeah. I mean, it makes sense to do it. Because Goku vs. Superman, it is one of the big three matchups, up there with Mario vs. Sonic and Bugs vs. Mickey. Matchups that essentially define rivalries, especially when it comes to the versus field. Goku Superman is definitely the biggest boy of them all. Like, without these ones, these are kind of what shaped media in especially the West. Well, not just the West, but they are generally what shaped media, and especially in the West. So, yeah. And considering that the other two episodes the first is a phenomenal episode for Season 1. If it was taken out of Season 1, it's a 7 out of 10, which is still good. But still a 7 out of 10. And then Goku vs. Superman 2 is an episode that I don't really think anyone likes. I might have the highest ranking out of anyone having it, which is still like it's like a 5 out of 10. I want to say like a mid 5 out of 10, might be a high 5 out of 10. And for me, a 5 out of 10 is just mid. Like, it is very mediocre. I think okay is a better range than mediocre, because I feel like I can say more about an okay episode than a mediocre episode. But it's a very mediocre episode. I think Alive is great, and the models look good. Voice acting's good. It didn't really need to exist. Oh God, sneezes. Bless me. I felt it coming. I was like, it's not gonna show up. Anyways, Goku Superman free. Yeah. Like, it makes sense to rematch this one. Not only is the good episode old as fuck and is good in the context of, well, it's best put in the context of the season it came out in, and the other one is okay. It's like mid at best. It makes sense to do it again, and probably the very last time. Yes, Goku will continue getting shit, and Superman will continue getting shit. As long as time goes on, these two will continue getting more stuff going for them. But this is the last time you really have to do it. I think debate-wise, this is kind of redundant. This is more so for the legacy of the matchup. And before I really continue on, this was both the best and worst timing to do this matchup. Because worst timing, Dragon Ball fatigue. There are so many people that are just tired of Dragon Ball. Last year had 3 Dragon Ball episodes. One was the finale, and the only focus was on Dragon Ball. So, yeah, Season 9, we already got one this year with Frieza. I didn't think we need another one with Goku. I think Frieza versus Megatron, if they really wanted to do that, could have pushed it next year. Maybe do a different Transformers matchup instead, because, yeah, it was probably made because of Beast Wars coming out this year. But there's other Transform matches that could have been done, most notably Galactistron, you know that. But Goku, Superman, Dragon Ball fatigue definitely is hitting this one like a truck. I think if we didn't already have Frieza this year and there wasn't 3 fucking episodes last year, this wouldn't be half bad. It would still be like a kind of announcement, because the Goku Superman free. Like Batman. Goku is the Batman of Dragon Ball. But then, like, the best timing is because, and this is something I pointed out and something I've held the opinion of before this year, like I think about last 3 years-ish, that if they were to ever do a Goku vs. Superman free, the best time to do it would be once the original episode turned 10. Once it reached its 10th anniversary, that would be the time to do it, or anywhere past that. Because 10 years has passed from the original. The second one, I think, came out in 2015. So that's about, I don't know, I want to say 8. But I'm tired. I'm recording this at like almost 10 p.m. It's like 3 minutes too, so I'm tired. But yeah, it like best time to do a Goku vs. Superman free one is when the original episode turned 10. And what happened in January of this year? Goku vs. Superman turned 10. So, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense to do it now, doesn't it? So, you can kind of see why this is pretty bad timing, but also really good timing to do it. Yeah, normally I would say the connections, but I don't really think I need to. Record, I think there's other matchups I probably didn't need to say the connections for, like Scooby versus Courage. I feel like that one's kind of a no-brainer. Though if you don't really know Courage, you probably know Scooby, but if you didn't know Courage, then... But we know the story, we know why this is a thing. For the love of God, we all know the connections of Goku Superman. We don't even need to know, like, the deep shit that makes it a whole fucking paragraph. We really just gotta know, like, the simples, the very simplistics of it. So, I have a feeling I need to go into that. I feel like I can just jump straight into my predictions for the fight itself. And this is gonna be a sequel. This is not gonna be a sequel to Goku Superman 2. Ben has already fucking confirmed that. But it's disconnected from the other two. But I feel like you can still do the idea of Goku wanting to challenge Superman because he's already the strongest he's just the strongest, and that's Goku's thing. He wants to fight the strongest. So yeah, that would honestly make sense. I feel like there's a lot of callbacks you can do to the original Goku Superman because, you know, 10-year anniversary, or for that episode specifically, yeah, it makes sense to reference Goku Superman 1. And I feel like the setup of Goku wanting to fight Superman because he heard he's powerful, yeah, that works. It's perfectly fine. It makes sense for the characters. Like Superman, a bit weirded out, but goes along with it. Yeah, I think it just works out perfectly fine. And, you know, start of the fight, you know, basics. You got Superman with the heat vision, the frost breath, the super strength and whatnot. You got Goku using, like, a basic Kamehameha, the key attacks, Kaioken. I don't know Dragon Ball terms. After all these episodes, I still don't know Dragon Ball terms. Who would have fucking sunk? You know, do that shit. Power Pull, maybe. I don't know. Is there a reason to do Power Pull? Well, I say that, but... You have Goku go Super Saiyan. I always mention Super Saiyan. It's like the fucking most useless fucking transformation do. But, like, I want to see the Super Saiyan. And we did get it with some Trunks and, what was it, Gogeta. Like, both Gogeta and Vegeta, I think, went Super Saiyan 1. So, yeah, do Super Saiyan 1. I mean, Vegeta skipped it, but Vegeta's cocky. Go Super Saiyan. Now, have the fight feel pretty fast-paced for the most part, while still, like, having bits to show their character and whatnot. And, you know, Superman can take the fight out of the... I assume the fight will start in the city because, you know, it makes sense for Superman to be there at the start. He'll take the fight out of the city, whether to an abandoned area or maybe to even space. You know, you could, you know, do that type of shenanigans. Have Goku use the other transformations, like, what else does he have? What transformations does this guy have? Super Saiyan God, the blue, I think that's the blue one. I don't know. Have him start using, like, Ultra Instinct, you know, those, the red-haired one or blue, whichever one's stronger between blue hair and red hair. I don't know. No, like, do that type of shit. And, you know, while in space, you can do the fucking universe shockwaves. I would love that. Like, that would be fucking funny. If they don't mention the shockwaves in the rundowns, and then, like, they make us think we're safe from the shockwaves from since, like, well, not since, because Frieza-tron had it, but, like, Goku, what the fuck is Gogeta versus Vegito, whatever that matchup's nickname is, that didn't have the shockwaves. It would be really fucking funny if they did not mention the shockwaves at all during the rundown, and then they do the shockwaves in the fucking animation. That would be cool. You didn't get that chance with Beerus because we didn't know it was going to be this much of a fucking meme. But that would be fucking funny. I want that in this episode. That would be cool. That would just be fun. But, you know, you can do the shockwaves. You can also have, since, spoiler alert, they're using pre-Crisis Superman because of, they're using Infinite Justice, Infinite Frontiers, whatever the fuck it's called, for the new DC timeline shenanigans, where it basically makes pre-Crisis and everything after that all one timeline, so pre-Crisis is canon. You can use those funny, wacky, zany pre-Crisis superpowers like the rainbow beams, Superman duplication, making tiny little Superman from his hands. If you're gonna use the wacky shit, please use it in the animation. Don't do a Gogeta Vegito. God, don't do that. You know, that type of shit. And then, like, Goku has all sorts of his different powers. It has our abilities, I should say, that I don't remember all of them. There's too many, and I don't speak Dragon Ballese. So, you know, that. But yeah, I want to see the fucking shockwave in the animation. That would be cool. That would be fun. You know, that type of fun stuff. And you don't really need to go into them demolishing planets, because that's not their character. Even though they did do that in the first episode, but that was more for the mega impact of it all. So shut the fuck up. But, you know, big strong boy fights. I feel like something that could be pretty cool is that I think both of them can make like a not really a stand, but let me see if I can find it. Yeah, they can both make like aura avatars. That would be pretty cool. Like, you got the main two fighting, and their fucking avatars of their ki and their aura are fucking clashing hands too. That would be cool. Like, that could just look sick as fuck. I would love that. You know, you can give Goku the chance to use the more busted, whatever the strongest version of the Kamehameha is. That would be really fucking cool. I would love to see that in the fucking animation. There's so many cool stuff you can do with the animation with a modern day budget. Make advantage of that, for God's sake. Like, you know, the what is it called? Like the super duper uber Kamehameha? The Super Kamehameha, that's what it's called. I think that's the strongest version of the Kamehameha. You know, do the Kamehameha, Super Kamehameha. I'm having a stroke. Superman can maybe use the infinite mass punch to fucking blow his way through it. Sock Goku in the face. And then, I don't know. Or you could have Superman use the reality shattering punch and kind of take the fight to a similar place to where Hulk vs. Broly went, where reality was fucking shattered by their bro fist. So that would be cool. Make more use of that, since that episode didn't really do as much as I feel like it could have with it, though it was an already pretty long episode by modern standards. So I'm cool with that. That would be fun. You can, and then, like, for the finishing clash, you can have Goku, apparently he has a new thing where he makes a fucking universe. What is it called? Inner Flame? Yeah, I think I looked at this on the Death Battle Wiki, where apparently Goku has Inner Flame, where it looks like it makes a giant fucking universe underneath him, like it's Gurren Lagann. So, you know, do that, pull the power from the Inner Flame. I would say the Spirit Bomb, but we know that's not going to work on Superman. I feel like this might be a case where they might have a bit of pre-knowledge on each other, similar to like Batman versus Iron Man in that regard, or James Bond versus John Wick, where they kind of have that bit of a similar knowledge, or Lex Luthor versus Doctor Doom, something like that. Now where it's going to really affect anything, more so just like he would know the spirit bomb is not going to work. And then like when it comes to like the final clash, you can have a reference similar to the original Death. Have Goku use the Dragon Fist. Excuse me. And then Superman used the Lineage Punch. You have little avatars of their friends and family behind them when they punch. Makes a big implosion, with the winner being who still stands or floats. And then they're back to Earth, or they're back to our actual reality, looking over Earth and giving their respect to the loser. Anyways, who wins? Fucking Superman. I don't really want to bother sugarcoating it. Superman just wins. They're using heroes for Goku, and I don't really know how far in the heroes. Well, I should specify. The last time we really got a look into heroes was in Gogeta vs. Vegito and fucking Trunks vs. Silver. Xeno Trunks vs. Archie Silver. Those were the only other times we got look into heroes, but that included Xeno, and I think Heroes isn't all of Xeno, because I think otherwise they would specify Xeno. I don't know. But basically, a bit stronger Goku we're going to be working with. So above where they put, like, Frieza and Vegeta, but not where they put Trunks, Gogeta, and Vegeta. Well, definitely not Gogeta and Vegito, but basically stronger than where they... Not where they put those two, but around where... Probably higher than where they put Frieza and Vegeta. Meanwhile, Superman, like I mentioned, he, the fucking Infinite Frontiers, which current DC timeline, that basically puts all of DC, the pre-crisis, post-crisis, all those funny shenanigans into one, it composites them into one timeline, meaning that Superman gets pre-crisis scaling. Ben did hint that they might be holding Superman back a bit, but I don't think that's really gonna fucking matter. Because looking at, like, the strongest characters in Season 9, it's fucking Zatanna is one of them. Not Trunks, not Gogeta, not Vegito, so, yeah. It's also, we can also just look at Goku Black's Reverse Flash, where they had the lowball Reverse Flash to make it look a bit more even, so, yeah, I think it's solid to bet on Superman here. And for roots, I'm also rooting Superman. That's been a weirdly, I've been rooting a lot of the same people that I've been betting on. Unless it came down to, like, one where it's not at all close. Or it's Bill versus Discord, where I did not think Bill would win, and I was rooting for Bill. Anyways, yeah, I'm rooting Superman. I am very fucking tired of Dragon Ball. I know DC I should be more fatigued of, but they've honestly mellowed out on it, where Dragon Ball, it's the same shit all over again. Like, I'm tired of fucking Dragon Ball. I am tired of the same scaling. God's sakes. Just be done with it for, like, 2 years, please, God. That's all I ask. I know it's a good cash cow. Please, God. Please. But, yeah, I also just really think Superman's a great character. He's cool, and I don't find his fans as annoying as Goku fans, where I do like Goku. I wanna reiterate that. I do like Goku. I am only in the original Dragon Ball, which is painfully slow. I still like Goku. I kind of just like Superman more. I'm rooting for Superman. If Goku wins, I'd say I'd be fine with it, and I would be fine with it normally, but I feel like just Dragon Ball fans are going to be incredibly irritating about it, and I don't want to sit through that. I also don't want to spite the Dragon Ball fans. I really fucking don't. But, I also hope this does kind of work as a send-off to Dragon Ball for a few seasons on the show, because they gotta also be seeing that it's kind of being overdone right now. Like, Season 9, 3 episodes, I know I keep harping on that, but 3 fucking episodes, and one of them was entirely focused on Dragon Ball, and it was like one of the worst of the season. Only being beaten out by like 3 episodes, at least for me personally. I know a lot of people have it at the very bottom. And then, like, yeah, we already got one this season. The Dragon Ball fatigue is hitting really goddamn hard. Please let this be just a send-off for a year or two. Then bring it back with, like, I don't know, someone different. Someone that's going to bring at least something different to the table. I'd say Piccolo, but I think he gets the same scaling as the universe stuff. Yamcha! Or the Pilaf gang. Or Cell. Yeah, Cell. He hasn't been in the recent stuff. I think he's only in Super. So, like, those characters. They would offer something new. Please, God. Like, don't do Dragon Ball for, like, the next 2 years. Season 13, bring in, like, Cell or fucking Yamcha, Pilaf gang. They got matchups. Yamcha versus Harry Bogard. Cell versus, Super Scroll. Cell has a few matchups, actually, but Super Scroll, Metal Sonic, and then Pilaf gang, Team Rocket. Like, do those. The scaling will be fucking different. It won't be Universe Shockwaves again. Just fucking please, God. I beg of you, Death Battle. And, Cypher. Recycling. This is a very... Obviously, it's recycling. I don't know what more to say. Like, they're recycling an idea that they've already recycled. So, yeah, it does kind of use that whole rematch idea that a lot of people were going with at the start, which I did see kind of start to fall off as the season went by. There were still some people saying it might be Chief versus Slayer. I kind of fell into the idea of this might be the Cereal Mascot Royale, because they said we are in due for a joke episode this year. I'm not sure if we had the joke episode and we're not sure of it yet, or the finale is the joke episode. I'm scared of both answers. Like, the answer for either I'm scared of, especially if like finale is the joke episode. Because, like, this also isn't the finale, and it's kind of weird. It's weird that Goku Superman is not like a big episode. I feel like this would have been a much better matchup to do for 175 instead of what turned out to be like the worst of the season, which is still like a mid episode. Not bad, but mid. So, like, I feel like that would have been better. Like, I know that would have made 3 times Goku Superman was a milestone episode, but, I mean, 25, 50, 75, that's kind of neat. And it would have been a much more fitting matchup for that. So, yeah. I honestly got no guesses for what the finale could be. It could be Journal Joker. It could be the Cereal Mascot Royale. It could be, I don't know. Those are like the only big guesses I see. Oh, good. I don't know. I can't say. And, like, looking at the symbols on the cipher, I feel like it's going to be wherever the pentagram is. I'm not really sold on Gojo Makima being the pentagram. Because, like, what the fuck is on Suits that could be the finale? Fucking what? So I feel like it's going to be wherever the pentagram is, which my current thought process says it might be John Constantine versus Raido. I don't know. Like, fucking everything post Gojo Makima has just been like a what the fuck type thing. So who knows? Who is to say? We'll just have to wait till not tomorrow. I'm recording this on like Sunday night. but not next Monday, but well, next Monday, I guess. Assuming I don't upload this before Monday. I don't know. I'm fucking tired. Have I said that? I don't know. I feel like this episode is being made mostly just to really give the matchup what it deserves in the animation, and I hope it succeeds in that, and that we don't see Dragon Ball for year 2. I have high expectations for this episode because it's not a milestone, but it's Goku Superman free. This is one of the biggest this is the matchup. And there's only like 3 matchups that have that I can give that title to and go like, you are the matchup. So I hope it gets a really great episode. Like, I'll take an 8 out of 10 at minimum. I know that's high regards, but like almost most of the season has honestly been 8 out of 10. I think the only ones I don't have at an 8 out of 10 or even a low 8 out of 10 I can count on maybe one hand. Yeah, 4 episodes I don't consider it 8 out of 10, and even then, like, 2 of them are 7 out of 10s. One's a 6 and one's a 5. That's pretty fucking good, since we're this far in the season. So I hope they keep this momentum up for Goku Superman, and that they continue it for where the fuck the finale is, and going on to next year. But yeah, I hope you all did enjoy this little video. That's like almost a half. Well, it's not exactly. Almost. It's not really half. Whatever. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope next time is pretty cool. And yeah, peace.